Do you want to jump in? We're gonna look at a new trade, and this is going to be pushed out there for the world on YouTube. If you like this trade, like, subscribe, share with your friends, or if you want more trades like this, you can watch us every day 10 to 11.
Yeah, jump on over to the live show at tastylive.com or join the chat on YouTube. With there's some really great content out there. But we're going to look today, Jenny, at something I've just been kind of tweaking, not zero DTE, SPX trades, right? Just because you've got that 43 rank, it's something that we're looking at. It's something that gets a lot of attention these days is SPX. So I've been taking a look. I'm still doing my zero DTEs, but I've been going out a little bit farther and creating a Jade Lizard-esque type position in the 7-day. So that's all I've been doing. And these have been coming off. Now, granted, keep in mind, what is a Jade Lizard, Jenny?
Jade Lizard's neutral to bullish. The risk is to the downside. There's no risk to the upside. So if we've been up straight for the last 9 days, these have all worked out. These have all worked out. They wouldn't have worked out on the, if we're down, having big moves down, but you do give yourself a little bit of room. I'm curious to see how much room we're going to get in that 7-day to the downside.
So it's been pretty interesting. I did want to be, in full disclosure, taking a look at this because it has been up, but you do get quite a bit of room where I felt a little bit comfortable. They've all come off. And I'm treating it a little bit differently. Once one comes off, I put another one on 7 days out again, not in that same cycle. So, and I have been doing them this week. They've been good. Now, it's selling an out of the money call spread, and an out of the money, I have to use a wider put spread because I can't afford SPX.
Okay, so yeah, walk through your strike selection.
So in the 7-day, I will open that up and go, it's ironic, I'm gonna go to the top first because sometimes these trade around the same price and it's easier to see. I just want a $5 wide. So I want a $5 wide. I'd like about $1.30, but you'll see sometimes they're all the same price. Oh, there we go, 125. So I pulled it in by one strike. There is zero risk to the upside. So when I place this, I know that even though it's not to the expected move for the cycle, I'm okay with that.
Right. This is a 7-day trade. 7-day trade. And if the market goes up, you could usually get out of this trade for a win. So
if the market stays right here, you can get out of it for a win. If the implied volatility comes down, if it meanders up, and if it gaps up wildly, we don't lose anything. If it gaps
and with
down
a 7-day trade, so theta decay is greatest as you get closer and closer and closer to expiration. So with a 7-day trade, you only have a week's time. So every day we're getting much closer to expiration. So the theta decay is pretty big on this. Once you finish the trade, let's take a look at the daily theta.
So I've been in and out of these in about 2 days each. Sometimes the same day, but about 2 days each. If you get the up move, I've been out of them. On the days when we meandered, they stayed on for about 2. So you kind of have to look at the strikes and say, okay, I know I want to get 480 for a $20 wide. So I'm going to start at the 67.20, and I'm going to go to there. Woo, okay.
That's 100 points. That's 100 points lower. So we're trading 68.23, and you're at the 67.20. So we're 100 SPX points lower. 100. When traders call it spook points. We're 100 spook points lower. So that's giving you a decent amount of room.
So if you take a look at this on the curve view analysis, I don't think we have anything else in SPX in here. You can see that there is now, keep in mind, okay, I'm going to be very fair. I'm not adjusting the strikes right now. I'm going to leave them here. I'm collecting $4.85. So you see there is red here. So there's 15 cents, $15 in risk to the upside. But we have this big sweeping range of where we can keep this $485. And I've been putting a GTC in to take 25% up.
That's what I was going to ask. What percent? So you're not looking for 50%, you're looking for 25%.
25%. And then because I've been redeploying where I will take 25% off, and then it doesn't matter when it comes off. So one time it came off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I put another 7-day on at 1 o'clock.
Doesn't matter. When one comes off, when you hear the ding, one's off, you put the next one on.
Yes. And I wasn't too concerned. One time it was closed and I didn't realize I didn't have it on. I just put it on the next day. It doesn't need to be like, I got to run to my computer and put this SPX on.
Now, this is not a trade that we've had our research team back test. Nope. This is a trade that Liz started doing last week while I was sailing the Caribbean. And you put it on every time last week that you got out of one, you put on another.
Yes, last week I did it all. But once again, you saw the chart. I was taking what the market gave me, right?
Yeah.
So here, I would like to state for the record, I didn't make anything. The big up gap day, I didn't make anything, but I didn't lose anything.
Right, because you had that. And honestly, I know you had a tiny bit of risk to the upside, 15 cents in risk or $15 in actual dollars. If we gapped up through it, you can probably close that trade and not actually lose that $15 if we're not at expiration yet.
Ding, 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 ding. That's exactly what happened. I didn't make anything, but I didn't lose anything in that trade. So that was good. But this is what I've been doing, and I'm glad you brought up the Theta, because this is going to give us, TP was on last week, and he really likes to hang his hat on how much Theta per day. This is giving you $26 in Theta a day. So it will really bring up your numbers when you're looking at just the Theta decay numbers. But people have to realize that it is a 7-day trade. So all of this $485 has to come out in the next 7 days.
And if we don't move much, you were saying you could get out in a couple days. If you look at that, the Theta is going to increase every day. So if Theta's $26 today and the market doesn't move, the Theta on this trade tomorrow is going to be even more than $26.
Yes,
so it's not going to take long to get your 25% that you're looking for.
And I would like some back testing on this possibly, and I would like Jacob to maybe look into it, because I did like it. It's a little bit, it's more risk than I do in my 0 days, because in my 0 days, I'll do a $10 wide at the money. So I'm using $1,500, but that's why in my account, I only have one on at a time.
So you only have one on at a time. And then if you think about, you're making what, 125, 150 on these trades. If you had one full loss, if we had one big down move and one full loss, you'd probably need about 10 winners to make up for one full loss. So it's
winners, that's correct.
Right. So it's just something to think about. Do you have a plan of, if we get a big down move, to close it so it's closing not at max loss, or is your plan just leave it and see what happens?
You know what's crazy about the 7-day? It affords you some, I haven't been tested, I will say that. But with the 7-day, if I've got it on for 2 days and we get a gap down, these still maintain some value because they're not the 0 days. So it was fascinating to me when, if you did get the little bit of a down move, the implied volatility, guess what? It goes up a little bit. So they're holding on to a little bit of value if we get a wild gappy down.
And and I know that if we drop down and SPX is in the middle of that put spread, so you've got the 6,700, 6,720, if we're in the middle of that put spread, you can roll it out a week for even. If once we're in the middle of a put spread, you could roll it out a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you could roll it out in time and not pay anything to roll it out. So you have that choice too.
Yes, that is a choice. I just think the 7-day gives you a little bit more pliability with what you're going to do if the wheels fall off. But it has been working, so I'm going to, and things work until they don't. Nothing we do is a trade recommendation, but this is something that I'm looking at.
I like it, Liz. I like it. We'll start doing these and keeping an eye on them.
We will.
All right.
We're not going to push it through in this account just yet, but yes, we'll keep an eye on them.